Hello, amazing artists. Happy New Year! This month, instead of focusing on an individual artist, we are going to be talking about lettering. And lettering is just an umbrella term which means the art of drawing letters. So typically we usually write letters, but today we're going to be talking more about drawing them. And this month we're going to be focusing all on lettering. Please be sure to listen to the book, The Word Collector by Peter H. Reynolds before getting started. Peter H. Reynolds is one of my favorite authors. You might have read The Dot, or Ish, or Sky Color, which I don't own yet. And today we're talking about The Word Collector. Do you like to collect anything? Send me an email on Schoology and let me know. In the book, Jerome liked to collect words. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about some words that you would like to collect for the new year. Here's a little graphic that will show you how to choose your word or words of the year. What I want you to think about is to ask yourself what you need in your life right now. That might give you the answer for your word of the year. Also, think about the traits or qualities that are important to you. Make a list of words that resonate. And then pay attention to any words or themes appearing in your life. For example, my son, when he asked himself what he needs in his life right now, he picked self-control. So that is going to be his word of the year. My daughter was thinking about the traits or qualities that are important to her, and she came up with being kind. So kind is going to be her word of the year. I am going to choose the word focus. I feel like it is very important to focus on whatever it is we're doing and be present in the moment. So that is going to be my word of the year. Also, at school, we have words of the month. So far, we had friendship and integrity and generosity. I think I'm missing one, but those are also great words to choose from. So your word or words that you come up with for this project could be anything, but you want them to be relating to you and things that are important to you. We are going to use bubble lettering to get started, and I'm going to show you an easy trick on how to create bubble letters by just first writing the actual letter and then making a line that goes around the letter that you just wrote. All right, let's get started. You are going to need a piece of paper and a pencil, and if you'd like to work in your art journal and you have that at home, that is fine as well. You want to get started by writing the numbers 2021 for the new year, 2021. After you wrote down the numbers, you want to make a line that goes around each of the numbers that you just wrote. When you get to the 0, you want to make a line around the outside and then one on the inside as well. And then all you need to do to make simple bubble letters is just to trace around what you wrote and then erase the inside. After you finish practicing 2021, you might try to practice your name as well. Once you've figured out how to do the bubble letters, then you want to go on to your good composition for the project. You can hold your paper vertically or horizontally. You can see in this example, I am holding my paper more vertically or in portrait mode. And I, this time, decided to make my bubble letters on top of one another. So I have 2021 on top of one another. I actually was reminded of a sculpture in Philly, the Love Sculpture by Robert Indiana. It is at the John F. Kennedy Plaza. You might have seen it. But that is why I decided to make my numbers more like this. What you want to do after you have your numbers is you now want to think about some symbols. And what are some symbols that have meaning to you? You can see here underneath 2021, I decided to use the symbol of a pencil for school or for being prepared, and I wrote my name on it. And now I'm going to think of other symbols that I can use that are meaningful to me. Just like we thought of words that are meaningful, also now try to match those words with symbols. So after checking out on the internet, it seems that that is the symbol for being kind, and I decided to put that on there. I decided to put a crown on the 2021 to remind us to always be positive. And I also have some stars that I've added to my composition as a reminder to shine bright. You can choose whatever symbols that you would like to add to your composition. Again, you can hold your paper however you'd like it. You can put your bubble letters however you would like to use them for the 2021. You can decide to include your name. And then once you have all your symbols, you are going to add some of the words that you thought of that were words that are meaningful to you. So whatever you've chose for your words, you're going to try to find symbols to match those words. Another word I decided to think about was generosity. This was our word for December, and it means making someone's day by giving something away. I decided to use a little hand with some heart balloons to remind myself to be generous. Next, I have a brush as a reminder to be creative and to create. And I'm also creating a rainbow. And I think the rainbow is a symbol as a reminder to dream. I'm also on the bottom creating a little symbol I found for gratitude. It's always very important to be grateful, and I want to remind myself that. So I added that as a symbol on my picture as well. Remember, you can include symbols and you can include words. You can do and create this project however you would like. The only thing you need to include is 2021 in the bubble lettering. Otherwise, the rest is up to you to be as creative as you want. Lastly, you can see here, I have a little watering can, watering a flower, and that word was for grow. Let's look at a few examples. My daughter decided to include her name, and she has 2021 along with a few words and symbols. She decided to make another one as well, this time making 2021 a bit bigger, and included her name. My son has his name, 2021, words all around it, and then a giant word of positivity. Remember, when you are done your sketch, I want you to add color, baby, color. So you may color in your project with whatever you have at home. Crayons, color pencils, markers. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe you have some paint. You can add color with whatever you have. You can see, and remember, when I color, I sometimes like to use colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Here I am adding some yellow and orange because they are next to one another. That is known as analogous colors. And then I use some light brown and dark brown, kind of from the same color family, to add the top of my sunflower. And I add a little bit of orange on top. So a lot of times I'm blending a lot of different colors on top of one another to create the color on my image. So you might try that as well. Sometimes I also like to outline the shape and color in on the inside. Light and then dark areas to create value. So again, here I'm taking a few different color greens, dark and light and a medium green, and I'm coloring in the leaves. So instead of just picking one color green, I'm using all three of them. So you might try that as well. If you are using maybe color pencils or crayons, you would be able to do that. Again, friends, when you are finished, you are going to head over to your Google form and you are going to fill that out so that you receive credit. And then I would love, love, love to see what you created. I would love to hear your words and see your images, and you can share that with me on Flipgrid. Don't forget, all you have to do is head over there, say your name, tell me what grade you're in, and share your image with me. And then you could explain to me exactly what you did right there on Flipgrid. The code for that is on Schoology. You could also email me on Schoology and share with me what you did there, or maybe even create a video on Schoology if you just wanted me to see it and share it with me there as well. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, friends, stay creative.